Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today I just want to start off by saying happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones, your family, literally every single body that that you ate Thanksgiving with, you had Thanksgiving with, all of the above. And the best part about it is they had double XP weekend this week for Black Ops 6, and if you're like me, you've probably been grinding yourself as well for these last couple of days, because they started it on Wednesday and today is now Saturday. So I've played Wednesday, I played a little bit on Thursday on Thanksgiving, and then I played Friday, and then I played here is today. So the thing is about today though is that I have until 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. to do as most grinding as I can before I gotta go work tomorrow, which definitely fucking sucks. Okay, like work sucks at this point. So one more day really of like actually playing for a long period of time. But 6 p.m. because Survivor Series is starting at 6 p.m. and if you are a wrestling fan, you are so ready. Look at this, Terror Twin, so ready for War Games today. I'm probably like really overly excited that I should be. But anyway, so to start off here, of course, use 10% off code Zacultra in the W store for energy drinks. Make sure you pick yourself up some W. They had a Black Friday sale going on, 40% off a lot of their products, which actually is a pretty good deal. But second thing here for today is about... I forgot. Yeah, the other thing, number 2. Sorry about the no upload for Saturday, since I did have the Thursday to do Thanksgiving, and then Wednesday I had my daughter, during the day. So I wasn't able to record. This is the first day that I'm really been able to actually record something. So I do apologize. So what exactly are we going to be doing today on Black Ops 6? Well, this is very simple. I have been working for a while now, and I'm pretty sure all of you have known, for a while now to get the weapons, Opal, whatever up to that, just getting the weapons essentially where I want them to be at. So, what we're going to be doing today is just going through and picking out one of the weapons and then trying to get the Opal camo on it. But doing it in a certain way, in case there's some people that do not know how to do it in a certain way, to make it easier for you to do it. Hopefully Treyarch doesn't do anything to, which I don't feel like. I feel like they won't, because they did put this into the game willingly, and I don't really know how they would fix it unless they take out the mode entirely, which would kind of be kind of stupid. So today I'm going to pick out one of the worst weapons on the list here, which is the Goblin Mark II. I was working with the AK-74, but I think, honestly, I'm going to hold off on that because this gun is a beast when it comes to like early rounds and stuff. This gun is a beast. I did do a list of weapons. Actually, I take it back a couple days ago. I did do a list of like ranking the assault rifles from worst to best, and I had a very loud, high-pitched buzzing noise in it. Don't know why, don't know where it came from. So yeah, that was absolutely crazy. I really don't know where it came from. The first time I've heard of it. But we're making our way to Opal because we're going to try to get the Afterlife camo. Of course, that is absolute necessity here. And I've gotten a few weapons. Why am I yawning? I always yawn like all the time. Every time I'm like talking, doing a video, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm yawning. So we're going to be doing it on the worst weapon here today. This is going to be possibly a relatively long video, but I'm going to change the reticle here to the classic style because I like it. And so we got to get 30 special zombie eliminations, which is utterly insane that between all 33, you have to kill essentially 900 manglers, and that is fucking insane. I have to kill 900 manglers, but if you do it this way, there's a certain way that you can do it, which there's a lot of people that do know it, and there's some people out there that doesn't know that this could make it trivial between your success rate for camos and just your grinding essentially, because I was doing it for the longest time, hopping into a game, spending an hour in the game, going to around 30, 31. exfilling, getting out of there, and only doing one weapon at a time, which I stated that I was fine with doing that before. But boy howdy, this is a much better way to do it, I think, anyways. A lot of people have done it this way. They know how to do it, but we're going to be using the replacer today. Let's do it. Let's use the replacer, and we've already seen that, so we don't really need to see anything else. They got a new pack in the store, which looks cool, kick some brass, and I honestly kind of like this one. I thought this one looked pretty cool as well, but this is the Reactive Cash Bandit bundle, which of course has the new SMG, which I thought about getting the SMG, buying this bundle because I kind of like the way the gun looks. It does look pretty cool. But I thought about getting it only after the SMG is earned, because that way it doesn't feel like it's just, you know, which I mean, I normally play zombies anyway. I've never played multiplayer like in the history of my entire time playing this game. Like, you know, if you want proof, I will prove it. I'll go over here to leaderboards. Okay, I'm not even in my friend's snapshot for multiplayer. Like zombies, there I am, right there. Zombies, snapshot. Multiplayer, no way. All right, so we'll hop it into director mode and go on to Liberty Falls. So, essentially, I actually, for my knife, I literally only need to, oh no, I did get it. I thought I didn't. Well, what am I missing here? There was something that said I needed to do something with the knife to get... Oh, the mastery. That's right. So I'm going to use the knife this time. I did have Mind's Eye, but I think I'll leave it off. No, I'll use Mind's Eye. Let's just use Mind's Eye. Yeah, because the gold cable looks pretty cool with the eyeball. So I only have a few eliminations left, so we can also do this knife challenge as well as the gun challenge. Because, I mean, we're like that. We're so close to the master challenge, like, what is it, 53 eliminations away. We're going to be using Energy Mine. I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly. I could put on Aether Shroud. I just put it on. I put it on that, so that way I could do that daily challenge, which ends in 20 minutes anyway, so might as well just leave it be. But, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the match here. So, last night I worked with sniper rifles, which was a definite, oh god, that was a challenge. I think the SR-762 was probably the biggest one because, you know, when you pack a punch it turns into an absolute fucking cannon. So you can barely get headshots with it because of how often that you're just blowing everything up. Like, I literally blew everything in my path just up. Everything was gone, eliminated, dead. So, we're going to bring into this match here. Now, third-person mode works a lot better than you may expect, actually, to be honest. I think it works pretty well. So, sometimes I use third-person mode, especially when I'm using something that's semi-automatic, because it makes it a little more easier, you know? But, these first 3 rounds here, now, I normally sit here in the beginning area for a while. So, round 3 is your round cap in the starter area, but if we just sit here for the whole time, you know, after round 3 is done, you're gonna have like a ton of points. Save this guy and all the other zombies in the room until you get a double points. It's trivial. You're gonna get a double points eventually, even if it's on one of the repeated round 3. You're gonna get it eventually. And what you do with that is you can either knife them or you can shoot them in the face. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter necessarily. Your only difference is that you're going to get, like, 5 less points. 5 or 10 less points, I believe. I don't remember how much points you get for knifing. I think it's 105. So you're going to get, like, 10 less points, I believe, for knifing when you go for headshot. So we got double points right there. So we'll take our knife out. 22 bullets should be enough. But, yeah, we'll take our gun out. Take him out. And then we come over here, and now, there we go. All of them pour out. So, the whole main reason for leaving this open, of course, is so that way you can get all the zombies taken out here. And you get extra points for it. Like, come on. You're getting double points for taking out all those zombies, and that way... And if you got any extra ones left, shoot, take them out too. Like, hell. But now, we got 4,600 points at the end of round 3, which is... Or at the beginning of round 3, sorry. Which is a fairly decent start, because we're going to at least want to farm the zombies until we get about 10 to 12,000 points, honestly. And the reason being is because you want to be able to buy... Now, this is the same for standard mode as well. Like, if you play standard zombies, I also want to say the same strategy here, because you got 2 ways that you can go in this map, of course, which everybody knows. Everybody knows the ways, obviously. You can go this way, or you can go the other way. Now, the other way is a decent choice, but the problem with the other way is the fact that you got stamina up on one way and quick revive on the other, and I personally would suggest picking quick revive before picking anything else. I cannot shoot today. And the reason being is because obviously it offers you more of a health regen, which is absolutely trivial for in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I think. It is absolutely trivial. And, oh yeah, another random factoid here. So, the other day, I was looking through, because, you know, a lot of my stuff I pay monthly on, and, like, I go to Walmart, of course, but I use the Affirm app on Walmart. Like, you know, if you guys know what Affirm is, it's like, if you don't know what Affirm is, it's essentially just, you know, a credit center, but you just, you know, you pay them monthly for the items that you want if it's over a certain amount of money. But anyways, well, I looked it up, and I had a fairly decent amount of spending power, a lot more than what I had the last time I looked at it. So I got real excited about it, and I made a dumb decision, and I got a PS5 Pro. So, and that's what I'm playing on right now, is a PS5 Pro. And I don't know why I did it. I truly don't know. I just literally went over there and got it. And one of the main things about it that is so funny is that it's so small. It's so much smaller than the base PS5. Like, my base PS5 is absolutely massive, and it's heavy as shit. This was, like, fairly light. And this one is not that bad. Like, I switched it from the living room to this one because I had my base PS5 in here, and now I got it in the living room, so that way I don't got to switch PS5s every time I want to play the games in the living room. I could just hop on. If I want to play this PS5, I'll just hop on here, do a video, yada yada, all the 9 yards with the PS5 Pro, so that way you guys are getting the best that I can give when it comes to video quality. Because, and also, ever since I got a new PS5, I actually don't get as many freeze moments, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the PS5. I don't know, but I don't get as many freeze moments as I used to, which is really, really funny to think about. But I definitely have not had that many freeze, like, moments where I've just, like, frozen like before. It's been very, very less amount. Like, I'll get some lag spikes here and there, which a lot of people... Well, I mean, of course, it's lag spikes. You're going to get lag spikes, you know? Like, that gets obvious. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun bit of information to get here. There was one thing I saw, and I wonder if it happens. Oh, it does. I saw something about... what was it? Who... Codename Pizza. That's who I watched. Like, he was watching a video of, like, undiscovered Easter eggs or something like that he's asking for the community for help with, and the deer was one of them, which I thought was, like, very funny because they said, like, the deer moves around a lot. But it looks like they fixed the deer because it's not really, like, flailing or doing all those 9 yards and whatnot like it did in that video that he posted. But anyways. So yeah, I don't know if I've asked this before, but what is everybody's opinion on Black Ops 6? Honestly, I actually kind of like Black Ops 6 personally. Like, I haven't had a game consume me this much in the longest time personally. Like, this game is a beast. Honestly, I think I'm truly, like, just completely enamored by this game. It's a lot better than I was thinking it was going to be. Like, they definitely took a lot of aspects of Cold War and just made it better in Black Ops 6 basic. And, like, it's so great. I love it. I love that a lot of people are also loving it as well. But Treyarch still doing some very questionable things. Like, apparently the double XP that they're doing isn't double XP. It's like 1.5 or something. Like, they're minimizing the amount of XP that you're earning. I haven't noticed it personally because all the XP numbers still add up to be double. And, like, even, like, it's just all the XP that you get from your game. So even the challenges, when I complete them, you know, show up as the right amount, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's a multiplayer thing, but for zombies, I haven't seen an issue. Like, I was prestige I was prestige 7 yesterday, and now I just went to prestige 8 just a little bit ago. So it's like double point. I mean, the double XP is definitely there somewhere, because if not, I was not going to be able to, you know, literally get to a higher whole ass prestige in one day. That's just utterly insane. But anyways, all right, let's open this door. So the reason why I said that many points is so you could come over here, grab the armor piece right there as well, and then you can just, you know, grab ammo, whatever you need, if you need it. So we'll look at this, number 30. So if you don't know, either in directed mode, a lot of the small side Easter eggs are cut off. So, because normally I would also tell you to just go ahead and grab the bonus points up here in the corner. I'd say go ahead and grab that, so that way you can get a free 500 points. But since they removed it, since they removed all the small little Easter eggs like that in directed mode, there is no single way to do it. So, but anyways, this is just my trivial, like, I guess, guide per se, and because I know there's got to be some people out there that that's having a hard time understanding like directed mode grinding and stuff like that, which a lot of people definitely is doing it, and a lot of people understand how to do it. But especially right now during any double XP weekends, this will help out so much in the long run. So it's it's good to just go ahead and get it going. So the ideal here as well is to save up at least 9,000 and 9250, I believe. So that way you can go quickly run over and grab open both sets of doors, and then grab yourself a pack-a-punch for your gun, so that way you don't got to worry about your gun being underpowered and yada yada. And then after that, we'll make our way up to getting the if you didn't know, either the the Wonder Fizz machine, because that is definitely trivial for this. Oh my god, that vermin! I hate the vermins. These are like the worst things. I would prefer the spiders from like from fucking Zetsubo over these damn things. They're so irritating. It's not even funny. So as you see, we're at 74.85. Now I normally also save up to 1,000 salvage as well, and that damn gate right there getting on my nerves there. So kill some of these zombies if you see them land. You know, free points. Now, funnily enough, the one area that you actually don't really need to open, like if you don't plan on opening the bank safe at all, you don't even need to open up the other side of the map, personally. I've done it a few times where I don't open the bank, but there's a lot of people that like to open it, and so and I like to open it as well and get some of the weapons and stuff like that, you know? So I understand if you like to open it. So, I mean, I'm not really judging anybody on that part, but alright, so we are at 8750, so we need... So just these few amount of kills should be good enough for us to move on here. Alright, there we go. So now we got enough, and we got enough to make our gun a rare, a blue rarity. There we go. And now, so now you get your gun up to blue, and you go ahead and lay it out the machine. You get your gun up to blue, now you come over here. And look at this. Voila! Pack-a-punch. And now, your gun is as powerful as it's going to be until, like, of course, you buy the next thing. But the round cap also goes to round 11, which is very, very good news in terms of mangler spawns and all that stuff. Now, I also would advise to have, you know, a decent secondary weapon, or a secondary weapon that you're working on, so that way whenever you get extra points and stuff like that, instead of pack-a-punching a whole different weapon, new weapon, stuff like that, just pack-a-punch your knife, dude. Like, your knife is literally all that you need half the time. Like, if you're so worried about your knife and everything, man, your knife is one of the best weapons at your disposal. It is so crazy about how good that the melee weapons are. Which is why I'm assuming why they changed it to where you don't get hardly any fucking points from killing zombies. Which is crazy. So yeah, I definitely do advise to get melee macchiato, like maybe not as soon as you can. Or not as soon as possible, but as soon as you can. So that way, if you're out of ammo, You don't want to waste, you don't want to go and buy it because, because it's a one of them, it's a fucking vermin round or something like that. You can just go up and knife the vermins to death, So, yeah. So our next goal here is, of course, to get ourselves enough points. And we got double points. So that way we can grab some of the perks out of the perk machine. So you can do some of the Easter egg steps. Now, if you build a jet gun, it's going to raise the round up to round 12, which isn't too bad. It's just going to spawn like an extra zombie or two, which, I mean, that's not really anything. The health for the zombies necessarily doesn't even matter because you're going to do just massive amounts of damage anyway, like the second that you get a legendary gun. So it doesn't really matter necessarily what type of weapons that you use. But so we'll come over here and we're going to buy Speed Cola, and this one doesn't really matter, but I'll just buy Deathshot Daiquiri. And I don't necessarily need to have I don't need Juggernog first for me, but I mean, the way you play the game is the way you play the game. So if you want Juggernog first, grab Juggernog first. But for me, I don't see the point in having it because right now we're mostly just trying to get set up so that way we can be decent enough to fight the manglers when they spawns in, so we can kill it easier. Which normally right about now where we have the gun at, which is at Pack-a-Punch level 1 at a blue rarity, is decent enough to kill the first manglers that spawn in around 11. But once you go higher than that, once you get the Pack-a-Punch level 2 and purple rarity gun, no enemies matter, dude. It is utter insanity. No enemies can just touch you, unless you let them, or they get you off guard, of course. So we're gonna open this door, which a lot of people have seen. Now this will probably definitely be past here soon by the time you're watching this, but then you just go over to the wall and unlock the door right there, which unlocks the ice cream shop that leads into the bank. I'm hoping they don't patch this because this is such a good strategy here. Kill the zombie if you can. And what we do is go over here, lay at Juggernaut, grab the points, and we sit right here in this corner. Now you could do it several different ways. You can sit right here in this corner. You can sit right here in this corner, or you can make your way over to the front desk area and sit there as well. Like, it doesn't really matter. But once we get our gun leveled up to where it's doing a lot better damage-wise, these zombies, don't even worry about it, dude. They're gonna die like in seconds. Yeah, they're gonna die in seconds when you get to that point. But it's gotta take some time. It's gonna take some time, of course, getting there, but we'll get there eventually. So we got one more round before hopefully the mangler spawns in, so we get some kills with it. So the mangler spawns in, and now you got to kill 30 of them. So all right, we got to remember 10. Now the only rough part about this, of course, is when you need to go back outside and stuff. When you need to go back outside, you got to go and run all the way around, which does suck. You got to run all the way around and get on top of the bank. But this is such a good spot to sit at that it doesn't even really matter. Like, to me, the running doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter to me necessarily. I know a lot of people are different, but now as far as Terminus goes, I haven't really found a good enough spot to sit at in Terminus. I kind of use the same strategy on Terminus that I use when I'm playing standard mode, which is basically I sit at the bottom until I get enough points to Pack-a-Punch twice, and then I'll make my way up with the elevator when it goes up with the Pack-a-Punch machine. But other than that, I don't really have any other methods really for Terminus. So yeah, it's a little it's a little weird, that one. So it's like it's hard to determine what to do necessarily. So from this point here, you can make a couple of decisions. Now, for one, I highly suggest grabbing Juggernog for the vermin rounds, because they do, if they swarm you, especially for this round, there's going to be more than like 7 than the first time. I highly suggest you get Juggernog if you have not, by the time a vermin round spawns in, at least, because They've downed me so many times because I don't have Jug, because they just wipe my health out and my damage mitigation, you know, since I don't have Jug, it doesn't kick in. So I've died plenty of times to that. But I'll see how the knife stuff works, since my gun here is essentially kind of out of ammo. So we pack up, so you can either pack a punch it, buy the whichever you want to do, pack a punch it, buy the melee macchiato perk, one or the other. Whichever's cheaper for you to do, anything like that. But I just went ahead and pack a punched it anyways, because I'm going to later on down the road. But we might as well get some free, easy melee kills here, so that way we can just... But yeah, see, one hit of him after breaking my armor takes down my health so far. So vermins are definitely not ones to be fucked with, man. They are some psychopaths, I tell you. Look, my armor is broken already after just a couple of hits by them suckers. It is so crazy how much damage they do. So yeah. Gobble gums, of course, that you earn. No biggie. But now we're making our way to possibly either upgrade our gun to level 2 or upgrade it to purple rarity. Whichever one that you get first is the one that we're going to be doing first right now. So you can sit on the roof. You can sit on the roof, whichever way you want to do it. I mean, either way is fine. But I don't know what other strategies people use. I've heard people other than this way say that they sit inside of the motel room, which is an okay spot to sit at. It's definitely okay, but I think that because of that one barricade in there, it kind of makes it not as feasible to use, because you're going to be focusing on the zombies and that barricade at the same time, which definitely sucks. So I don't suggest the motel room. No, here, we'll do this round in the motel room so I can show it off here. So you go to here, the motel room. You got this one barricade right here, and that's the problem, is that you got the one barricade and all the zombies are going to be coming in here and here at the same time. Eventually, you're going to get overwhelmed. Unless you're very good at multitasking, which I'm not very good at multitasking zombie kills, because I think one of them's dead. But, I mean, it's doable. It's feasible as an area. But, you know, I don't suggest it if you're not good at handling 2 areas at one time. I definitely don't suggest doing it this way. But, I mean, if you want to, by all means, go ahead. It's your game. You paid for it. You know, you pay for the game. It's all yours. Like, you can make your own decisions. But just a warning, if you do, it may be a little hard to multitask the zombies that come in and out of the barricade. So, yeah, just warning you there. But the main reason why we're in here, of course, there's more than one spot that you can sit at, of course. There's that area right there. There's that area in the hallway, which I personally like to sit at. But if you're having a weapon that you're having an insanely hard time getting headshots for, sit on this counter. Like, if you sit on this counter right here, these zombies and everything, they're going to fall in line, like right here. And we got our first mangler. Mangler gone. So, of course, once we pick up all the stuff, we'll have enough to get our gun to purple rarity and to get a pack a punch to level 2, which is fabulous. So we can... So after we pack a punch our gun and get it upgraded to the next rarity level. So let's go down here. Let's get it to purple. And pack a punch at level 2. Now your gun is going to be an unstoppable badass at this point. Your gun, from here on round 11, your gun is just a powerhouse. Like even right now, 2,300 damage, like 222 base. Now let's go ahead and pack a punch twice. Remember 222 for a body shot. We'll remember 222. So we'll come over here and we'll pack a punch it. I always forget to pull out my knife when I'm sprinting, so just ignore that. Just ignore the non-knife pull out there until the very end when I realized how slow I was running. Come on. Alright. Alright, Pack Punch level 2. Now, 444. It literally doubles your damage output, which is utterly crazy. But you're here for headshots. So, if you're doing headshots, basic camos, to get the basic military camos, I mean, I know there's also some challenges as well. This right here makes it absolutely trivial in order for you to do it. Now, also just a warning ahead of time as well. If you decide to still be inside of your match by the time 5 hours comes around, Treyarch has made it to where you will get kicked out of your game, essentially. Well, they'll force you to exfil, not kicked out. But you get forced to exfil from your game after 5 hours. I keep yawning. This is so annoying. I'm annoying myself yawning. And that was because a lot of people were doing this method. So, yeah, manglers. What mangler? So, but yeah, once you get to Pack-a-Punch level 2, purple rarity, this gun is going to carry you definitely for the rest of the grinding session here. So, and now we can make a decision. I pick Stamina Up normally because Stamina Up's a decent perk. But yeah, look at the damage that we're doing with the headshots. So if you're going for headshots, Deadshot Daiquiri is definitely a trivial perk for you to acquire. And I mean, of course, if you're unsure about stuff, Juggernog definitely a great way to go at first too. Don't feel ashamed for picking Juggernog. Like there's no shame in grabbing Juggernog. Like, what keeps you alive is the important part. When it comes to playing zombies, I didn't mean to do that. I was stretching. When it comes to playing zombies, staying alive is your priority. So I'm going to grab Melee Macchiato before I grab Elemental Pop. Now, Elemental Pop is a very interesting perk. So there has been a bunch of times in which I will be playing the game and I will get Elemental Pop. And the problem I have with Elemental Pop is about the fact that it always procs when I don't want it to, and that's when it sucks. Like I'll run through, it's like, all right, I need it to prop because I need to do this challenge with Deadwire, but it doesn't, you know, or shocking damage or whatever, and it doesn't work because it decides not to proc, and I hate that so much. It's so irritating when it decides not to go off. So that's my only issue with it, and then it just randomly decides you shoot at one zombie. Oh, brain rot? Like, why? I don't understand why. So, the reason why I didn't grab instant kill there is because if you're doing headshots and everything, instant kill is not your friend. I'm just going to be honest. Instant kill is not your friend when it comes to headshots. It is a perk that will mess you up in a heartbeat, and I personally do not suggest grabbing insta kill whenever you're doing it because of that fact. But yeah, anyway. So, without further ado, now this is literally the whole setup. So now from this point, you know, you keep upgrading your weapon, and now we'll see if there's any more manglers that wants to spawn in. And that's that. That is the whole setup here, ladies and gentlemen. So I can move over now. I can move over into the save game that I have at the moment. So that way I could show you guys what it looks like with a fully upgraded and pack-a-punched weapon. So I was using the Goblin Mark II, which is arguably the worst assault rifle out of all the lists. But this time we'll be using the AK-74, and I'll be showing you guys that strategy with that weapon as well, because it definitely works pretty decent wonders, especially if you're trying to do especially if you're trying to go for those opal camos. All right, so here we are on Liberty Falls, of course. So now what I'm about to do here, I'm of course going to be showing you what it looks like with your. I think this is my. Oh God. maybe 10th or 15th re-round of round 11, I think. I don't know, something like that. Now, the one game I did have on the save file, and I ended up leaving that match or whatever from it. I was on there for a good while. I had like 10,000 eliminations, and like I had a whole bunch. But anyways, so we're gonna pack a punch this to level 3, and we're gonna be upgrading this to the gold rarity as well. And I will show everybody the legendary status that this sumbitch will have on this round. Now, if you don't know, like it is going to be an insane amount. So just prepare yourself. So it works well. This map is because you got a bunch of different wall weapons as well that you can just run up and pack a punch. So it's like I'll pack a punch my bat twice, and now it is a force to be reckoned with. We got a mangler, so let me kill it. So by this time, if you're using the Goblet Mark II, whatever, your gun should be literally one-hitting zombies essentially, just like the AK-74 is right now, which the AK-74 is a really good assault rifle, but you definitely should be one-hitting zombies with absolutely no issue if you do those steps. Like, that's all you got to do. If you want to open up the safe, of course, you could, just make sure you jump on top of the bank. So you just come this way right here, or you buy that one right there, which I have not bought. So that way, if you're at the bank, you don't got to run very far. But we'll come over here, open this up, jump down here, kill a zombie, whatever you see. Doesn't really matter.
Looks like you're getting off early.
Slap the shit out of his kidney. Open the door. Do whatever. If you got enough points to do so, do it, man. Like, live your life to the fullest. Train zombies, kill zombies, do whatever you need to do. Do the Easter egg like I did. Like, I was on round 11 still. And I was like, you know what? I haven't done the Easter egg in a bit, so fuck it. Let me do the Easter egg for Liberty Falls in directed mode. And you get a little bit of free XP, so I mean, it doesn't really hurt. So yeah, as you can see, the bank's still closed, which is a excellent thing here. So, but yeah. Anyways. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say to quit the match here. But anyways, that's how you set up for a decent time for grinding camos. If, somebody wasn't sure about the best way to grind camos and stuff in directed mode, if you were very unsure. Terminus, there isn't really a good spot for Terminus. The only time that I've been on Terminus specifically is doing the Parasite stuff. But other than that, Liberty Falls is probably your best area to go to for grinding camos and whatnot. But anyways, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Make sure you use code Zacultra in the W store for 10% off your order. And I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.